survive the workday. Now survive the truth.
Don't you want to have the best 12 teams in college football playing each other?
It's time for the hardest hitting 2 hours on the Panhandle.
I love it. You're coming through. You got it, baby.
Now into the huddle with Paul Wilson on the Sports Blitz.
It is a joyous day.
I love your show.
From the Emerald Coast to the edge of the atmosphere.
You gentlemen lift us up every day.
104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
What it do, people? It's the homie Lil Cash. Right now you tuned in with Paul Wilson on the Sports Blitz. 104.3 ESPN, Northwest Florida. The hottest sports show in the South. Let's go. It's Lil Cash with another hit with Paul Wilson on the Sports Blitz. Where they talk trash and they talk ish. When it comes to sports, man, they too legit. It's 104.3 ESPN. If you love sports, better chime in. NFL, college, local sports, they got it. NBA, they got it. Sports Blitz, the topic. The show hottest was Sabi. Better tune in and go watch it. Hey, Sports Blitz with Paul Wilson. If you even tried, you can't stop it. Bone Crusher gon' pop it. No Jeff gon' pop it. Go like, comment, subscribe, and share right now.
It's Tuesday, and it's raining, baby, but you're locked in to the Sports Blitz with Paul Wilson at 104.3 ESPN, Northwest Florida, your spot for the Atlanta Braves. Don't forget the Braves tonight. Come right after the show. 6 o'clock is the coverage time. 6:15 is the first pitch. Just make sure you're careful today. It's raining. It's going to keep raining until after the show, so everybody be careful. Get your stopping distance taken care of. If you want to be a part of this show, you can be. 850-215-6290 is the way you do that. You can call in. You can text in. You can message us on Facebook as well. We will respond. You can go to the ESPN Northwest Florida Facebook page, and we're right there live and ready to go. Don't forget, though, today, the Lone Star Daily Double Boil is still in effect. All you have to do is go to the ESPN Northwest Florida app starting today. Smash the Enter Contest button every day from now until Friday. Is a chance to win two $25 gift cards for the ultimate local seafood hookup. Fresh shrimp, buttery royal reds, and all things crab. Tap the app, win the eats, and get ready to eat like a local with ESPN Northwest Florida's app at the Lone Star Boil House. Make sure that you do that because it's going to be an awesome, awesome time. They've got some of the best seafood in the area, fresh, ready to go, and boiled to perfection. As always, on a Tuesday, it's raining, but Jeffrey's here. Jeffro, how are you doing today?
I'm doing good. Is it raining again?
It's raining again. Oh. It is raining again. The Doppler radar, now I sound like a meteorologist, the Doppler radar is showing that rain is coming through Baton Rouge right now. So the rain might, if those clouds continue to come this way and hit us, it's probably going to be dirty rain because the Baton Rouge is kind of dirty, right?
I don't know about that.
Or Metairie, where you're from.
It's all dirty, right?
Yeah, so I mean, if the clouds...
Have you seen Mobile Bay? That's some dirty water right there.
I'm just saying. I'm just trying to
You can blame it on the Mississippi River. It brings all that dirty, muddy water down.
Yeah, but it probably comes through from Baton Rouge. All the way from
the river goes through Baton Rouge.
From New Orleans and New Iberia and Port Arthur and all that. So, but either way, we've got to talk about it. You had an excellent weekend this weekend. Bone Crusher, he is here as well. Don't want to leave him out, but he's got to listen to this story. So give us what happened over the weekend, Jeffrey. Where'd you go? Because Jeffrey's our local guy that goes every other place. You know, you live in Paradise, but however, for whatever reason, he goes other places during the weekends. So I'm curious to know where him and his traveling partner / girlfriend went this weekend.
So we went back to Tallahassee.
Not to watch football because football season's
because the last time we went to Tallahassee was the weekend that Wake Forest was playing Florida State. I don't know if that was October maybe.
Yeah.
I don't remember. But anyway, so we went. I had tickets to a theater play. It was called I Hate Hamlet.
Oh, my God.
So it was not Hamlet, obviously.
Oh, my God.
And it was just a comedy, and it was okay. It was okay. But we saw popped up on Facebook that they were having a hot air balloon festival. And they've got all the pictures of all the balloons and all that inflated and everything. It says it starts at 11 a.m. and at nighttime they light it up, like with the lights and everything, the balloons.
Yeah. Yeah. So you're going there for the balloons and going to watch I Hate Hamlet, which is a play.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, and so we get there, and I'm like, wow, that's kind of unusual. I'm the first one that noticed it. I was like, at least if there aren't balloons all blown up in above your head,
Right. You'd see
they would
balloons in the
they
air.
would be deflated to be on the ground.
Yeah, you'd see baskets where people get in the basket.
Yeah, or
Okay.
just or the fabric and all that, just on the grass. Nothing, Paul. Nothing. And I'm not saying I was scammed, but other people were probably scammed too, because it was all over Facebook and people saw it.
Oh,
and
wow.
then apparently while we were like arriving there and all that, we go look at the thing and it says it's finished. And it's like, well, how was it finished? Because it started at 11 a.m. and it was supposed to go till like 9 or 10 at night.
Wow.
And so it was like a
scam.
false post.
Yeah, so you got scammed.
Yeah.
And was anybody else there where you showed up?
There was people there, but they had another event that was going on, and that's kind of humorous too.
You didn't go to that event?
We walked by it and everything, and I said something. I said something funny.
I am not going to ask you what kind of
You
event
probably
it was.
shouldn't, but here we go.
I don't know what kind of event it would be in this month, but I'm sure it's some
Oh,
kind of event.
oh no! Don't even throw that.
I'm just saying. I'm just checking. Just making sure.
Hey, I wear
Are you
colorful
sure?
shirts, but no.
Wow. So you said.
Do you really want to know? Do you really want me to tell you?
So you really were going to a hot air balloon, hint, this other place. Wow. So you
No.
wasn't going to. Oh
No,
my
it's
gosh.
actually an event called What Women Want. I do not make this stuff up.
Oh my gosh.
And so we're walking.
Were you giving a lecture there?
yeah.
talk.
I'm telling them this is what they want. They better want this.
A Jeff talk. Oh my gosh.
My Coach O voice.
Oh my.
And they had these food trucks and all that, and you saw these unique items, oxtail and all kind of stuff and all that. These food trucks and all that. And then I turned to my girlfriend and I said, "Have you ever been to a bar and you were the only white person in there?" And she goes, "No." And I said, "Well, I have." and then it dawned on her what I was talking about, because we were the only white people around.
Okay. I got you.
And I was like completely okay with it and everything, but she wasn't catching on at first,
Yeah.
But as soon as I said that and all that, the light bulb went off for her, and she was like, "Oh, okay. Now I understand why you just said that."
Okay. Well, I was
So-
thinking you had went to some kind of festival for this month or something. That's what I was kind of alluding to. So.
And I came back with a flag. No, just kidding.
Oh wow.
It's like that scene out of Police Academy when they went to the wrong bar.
Yes. Everybody's wearing leather.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
something's different. I can't quite put my finger on it.
Wow. So I didn't know you were a play. Like you went to an actual play.
Yeah.
Like the only time.
Okay.
Okay. Let me say this.
Go ahead.
First. The only time I've ever been to a play was to get out of school when I was in school. So we'd
What
always
play
have
was it?
Nutcracker.
Oh, my God.
So there
That's
you
a
go.
ballet, by the way.
Okay. Say.
Thank you. Oh, wow.
That's a whole nother level of artistic appreciation right there, Paul.
Wow, I'm glad
and you
I
really wanted to get out of school.
I mean, I'm just trying to get out of class, right? So you went to this play.
Yeah.
And so you like plays.
I do like plays, and actually there is a theater here.
Okay.
Do you know what theater it is? You don't know anything about the arts, do you?
I don't. I'm sorry. I'm not artistic.
So,
I
not
think
to-
I'm autistic,
Not
but
to
I'm not
plug,
artistic.
not to plug it, but I'm all about local businesses and everything. It's a Kaleidoscope Theater is behind the Whataburger in Lynn Haven.
Okay.
Right off of 77, and they do plays, and it's really interesting, and most of them are comedies. They're not really
Yeah.
drama, really, so much. But anyway, they actually have local people do auditions, so you could go in there.
No, I couldn't go.
Yes,
in
you could.
Oh wow.
And you could act your way,
Yeah.
and everything, and get a part, and doesn't have to be a lead part because they have other parts and everything.
My wife says I act stupid all the time, so I probably could do very good at this.
Yeah. So the last play I attended over there was called "The Play That Went Wrong."
Okay.
Yeah, and it was pretty funny.
Wow. I
But
had
not the funniest that's ever been there, because
Yeah.
I've seen other ones that were even
I
funnier
had
than
no idea that you liked plays, so that's pretty comical. I mean, honestly, it's pretty.
But don't ask me to go to a ballet.
I mean,
I'm not into ballets at all.
so you know,
not my thing.
So you guys went to a festival, and then you went to a play, which is which is pretty cool. So,
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to go ahead and go to the phone line. We got Mike on the line. Mike, how are you doing today, my friend?
Paul, I've been fine. Before I get to my topic conversation, Jeffrey, there's nothing wrong with ballet. Because I'm serious. I got two of my cousins. One of them's 13, one of them's 11, and they both dance in ballet. There's nothing wrong with ballets. There's nothing. I love a good ballet musical. It's dancing is letting up a little steam at the end of the day. There's not a darn thing wrong with it.
Herschel
Paul.
Walker was in ballets.
Yeah,
Not
and
fun.
so was Walter Payton. They both took ballet. As
Walter
know.
Payton?
Walter Payton took ballet. Willie Gault took ballet.
What?
Yeah, to help him, with his
Limber.
balance.
Wow.
All right, Paul.
Well, let me
I
say this.
said-
Hold on a second, Mike. Let me tell you why I don't like ballet. You told me why you like ballet. I want to tell you why I don't. I just can't get through guys wearing tights. I just can't. That's the part that I don't like.
What about the cod piece?
I don't like that part either.
Paul, I'm with you on the guys wearing what you just said.
Yeah, the
I'm with you on
leotards.
that one. The
Yeah.
leotards. But that's what we got women for. They can wear.
They can totally wear them.
They can totally wear them. All right, Paul. I checked the Atlanta Braves schedule. Three against San Francisco. What do you think? What are you thinking?
Sweep. What? Sweep. Give us a sweep.
Wow.
Put Tony on notice. Go ahead and put him on sweep. Rafael Devers, go ahead and go into a slump. It's time for the Braves to get back into the winning ways. Obviously, we've got to, turn it around since some of these games we've lost. We've had a bad little stretch here. So the Braves have really got to get going.
Yeah, and I heard on ESPN radio where the Giants want to trade Devers. What do you think the chances are we get him?
Slim to none. We don't have really a spot for him. He doesn't play anywhere really but first or third. Maybe if he wanted to come play third and give Austin Riley a break, I don't know. But unless you're trying to get rid of Austin Riley while he still holds some value because he is really slumping this year.
I think Atlanta's going to try to get rid of Austin Riley. I really do. I got a gut feeling that I'm wrong, but I also got a gut feeling that we can use a Rafael Devers on the team.
Yeah,
Because-
it's a good chance. The good thing is that the Braves reinserted Hurston Waltrip from his rehab assignment and optioned him to AAA Gwinnett. So it won't be long before we get another arm back on that rotation.
Yeah, and I think if we, let's see, our first three games of the homestand is against the Giants. But who are the next three against?
I'd have to look it up. I'm not 100% sure, but I do know that, with this series coming to, getting ready to happen, I do think that this is the right time. This is, to me, the right, we need this. We need a team like the Giants to come in and play. I think we got the Brewers next. Yeah, that's what it is. So we got the Brewers, and then we got the Padres. So, it doesn't get any easier because the Brewers are really good, and the Padres, they've got a lot of firepower. So I just think it's a good chance to start a winning ways by beating the Giants.
Potentially, I'm looking at a 9-game homestand. Am I right?
Yes.
3 against Giants, 3 against the Brewers, 3 against the
Padres.
Padres.
Yep, that's exactly right.
We can get on a 9-game winning streak.
Yeah.
If we can win all 9 games of the Atlanta homestand, which we should be able to, but just say we go 9-0 on the homestand or 6-3, that's a pretty good homestand right there.
Yeah, I'd say good. As long as we can win the series, that's all I really care about. If we can take 2 out of 3 on all of them, that'll be fantastic. I think if you look at what's going to happen, though, is the Giants, once we play them, we play the Brewers, then we play the Padres, and then we go to San Francisco to play the Giants again in another 3-game series away. So we go to the West Coast.
We should sweep them. Now, how many games do we have on the West Coast then after this 9-game homestand?
The Braves play the Giants, and then they get the Cardinals, and then that's it. So really it's just a 3-game stand, and then they come back home.
Why don't they just play the Cardinals first and then go back out to the West Coast?
I don't know. They probably, I don't know. There's no telling with these guys.
The baseball schedule screwed up, you have to.
Yeah, so in the middle of all this, we should see Drake Baldwin coming back, and that's going to really hopefully provide some pop to the lineup again. And with Drake Baldwin coming back, Hurston Waltrip coming back to the rotation, we should start getting ourselves pumped back up, getting to the place to where getting closer to the All-Star break.
I'm satisfied with a 46-24 record.
Yeah.
47.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely, I'm satisfied.
I'm satisfied with a 47-24 record, but we gotta get a couple players back, and then we should take off on the rest of the National League West or East. And Jeff, you behave yourself down there in Florida, okay?
No way. There's no possible way. I didn't know you were a Cowboys fan.
I'm not a Cowboys fan.
Well, you have delusional hope that your team's about to sweep and then go 9-0 the next 9 games. That sounds a little delusional, like a Cowboys fan.
Let me tell you something. I'd rather be a Braves fan than a Cowboys fan because the Cowboys suck in football.
So do the Braves at football.
The Braves will suck like the Bengals. Hey, I got to go, but I'll see you guys tomorrow.
All right. Thank you so much, Mike. We appreciate the call, my friend.
He's coming to the beach.
Yeah.
See, he said he'd see us.
Yeah. When you look at the Braves, though, is it something realistic that you can think of that they can turn it back around, losing 2 series in a row, dropping against the Chicago, then dropped against the
Well,
Mets?
it was a split versus Chicago. I think a 3rd game was postponed, right?
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
So we're just going to call it. It wasn't a loss. It wasn't a win, but it wasn't a loss. Okay.
Right.
So you're 2-3 in the last 5 games.
yeah.
And you're talking about sweeping. I can get that, but 9-0, no, I'm not. I don't see you going on a 9-0 run. You know?
Right, and that's the thing. Like when you look at the Giants, they're a perfect team to come off of a losing time. Losing 2 to the Mets.
Yeah.
And I mean, here lately we have, with our score, it had been really kind of close. I mean, we lost 7-5 in the opener. Then we won 3-1.
Yeah.
But then we turned around and lost 8-1.
Yeah.
Against New York. And New York, they're kind of Jekyll and Hyde this year. They haven't been great at times, but then they haven't been too bad either. But I just with the way the finals went and all the things about New York, I was just hoping that there would be some kind of light during this part where New York fans would be able to see their teams lose. I'm even saying let the Yankees lose right now just because the Knicks. I'm tired of the Knicks. But anyway, I just wanted to say that. But we're going to go ahead and take our first break. When we come back, we're going to dive in. I know Ed's holding. We're going to talk some NBA basketball, the Spurs and the Knicks. You're listening to the Sports Blitz with Paul Wilson right here, 104.3 ESPN, Northwest Florida.
ESPN Northwest Florida.
Hey, Rob, guess what?
What?
Real local winners.
You won the Lone Star Daily Double Boil.
Come on, man.
Are you ready to crush some seafood?
Yes, I am.
You ready to eat like a local?
I always do.
You got $50 to the Lone Star Boil House just for listening on the ESPN Northwest Florida app, Rob.
That's fantastic.
Keep listening to Win on the Gulf Coast. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
Good afternoon. This is Anna with your weather forecast from ESPN Northwest Florida on this Tuesday. Definite thunderstorms and moderate rain the remainder of the day with a wind at 15 miles per hour out of the southwest and 84. Tonight, look for a chance of thunderstorms and light rain with a temperature near 78. Tomorrow, a high around 85 and some clouds and a possibility of thunderstorms. Thursday, quite warm with a high of 84 and likely thunderstorms. This weather forecast is brought to you by Earthworks of Northwest Florida. Thank you for tuning in to ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
DraftKings Sports is live in all 50 states. Yes, that means you, Florida. The whole world is watching one tournament right now. Group stage chaos, knockout drama, stoppage time heartbreak. The DraftKings Sports app is now live in Florida. So whether you're catching the early kickoff before work or the late match at the bar, you're in on every minute, every match, every moment, all in one app, right here in Florida. The world's biggest stage is in the palm of your hand. New DraftKings customers sign up now with code NWFlorida. Spend $5 to get $200 in total rewards. That's code NWFlorida in partnership with DraftKings. The crown is yours. Event trading offered by DraftKings. Predictions, a CFTC registered introducing broker. Trading involves risk of loss. Market availability varies. Eligibility restrictions apply. $50 every 7 days via click-to-claim issued in non-withdrawable prediction dollars that expire in 1 year. Ends June 28. Terms dkng.co/predictions promo.
The legendary Pepper's Mexican Grill and Cantina, home for the most popular drink specials in town and now on the beach. Enjoy 2-for-1 house margaritas and draft beer all day, every day. 10% off on Military Mondays, and Tuesdays kids eat free with an adult. Pepper's Mexican Grill and Cantina, now with 2 locations. Back Beach next to Home Depot and Highway 77.
ESPN Northwest Florida advertisers get results.
Hi, this is Todd from PCB Hobby on Back Beach. Advertising with ESPN Northwest Florida has been a wonderful experience. Their staff is very knowledgeable and friendly. If you want to talk with customers like you never thought possible, reach out to the team at ESPN Northwest Florida. 850-215-4468.
Get results for your business. Call ESPN Northwest Florida, 850-215-4468.
Can you take the hits? Here comes the Sports Blitz. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
We are back live and local right here at 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. This is the Sports Blitz, and you found us right here on your FM dial on this rainy Tuesday in Panama City Beach. Don't forget, if you want to be a part of this show, you can be. 850-215-6290 is the way you do that. You can call in, you can text in, you can also message us on Facebook, and we will respond. We're going to go ahead and go straight to the phone lines. We've got Ed on the line. Ed, how are you doing today, my friend?
Man, I'm doing pretty good. I got 166 days without one drop of alcohol in my body, so I'm doing pretty good.
Congratulations, man. That is so good. That's fantastic. You know what? We are so glad that we can be a part of this journey with you, man. And sometimes people don't realize how hard of a battle it is. And just being able to, be there with you and be there for you is a highlight of my day. So congratulations, my friend. Can you hear me? Did we lose Ed?
That's why it's good to subscribe and like as well.
There you go. That's right.
So let's get to the bare knuckle of it, man. I want to congratulate Fox and the New York Knicks for winning the NBA National Championship against the San Antonio Spurs.
Wow.
Yeah, I know I said that. Oh, man.
Did you say De'Aaron Fox? You congratulated De'Aaron Fox?
I thought it was Fox News.
For Fox, yeah. I really think he was a fox in the henhound for the Knicks. I really do, man.
Him and Mike Brown have big-time connections. I mean, they were definitely in Minnesota together.
Sacramento as well.
I mean, I'm sorry. You're right. Sacramento. That's where they were. They were at Sacramento together.
All series, yay, nay. What y'all really think?
I did not like it. I mean, Jeffrey, you can go ahead.
I think you needed to have Trump to go to all the games because that's the only game you won is the one that Trump went to. He was your good luck charm. You know, I don't know why y'all didn't invite him down to San Antonio.
Yeah, could have been a place.
I couldn't tell you, man. I mean, I love my president, man, but I don't know. I don't know what else to say to that, man. But I think the Spurs look great on paper. And I don't mean to be mean to anyone else. The guy I called before me, he said he was a Cowboys fan, right?
No, he wasn't. That was me joking because he's delusional that the Braves are about to win 9 games straight after they just dropped the series to it wasn't the White Sox. Who was the Mets?
Yeah, the Mets.
It's so they've won 2 out of the last 5, and they're going to go on a 9-game streak. I don't think that's going to happen. I mean, Brendan Sorsby is going to bet against that.
But I want to say, everyone was saying, like, the Spurs are youthful and blah, blah, blah. Everyone's got an excuse for the Spurs except, hey, you know what? You couldn't finish it in the fourth. That's one of the only excuses I don't hear.
Okay, let's talk about how far the Spurs have come. Last year, they were the 3rd worst team in the Western Conference. The year before that, they were second worst team in the Western Conference. And the year before that, they were the worst team in the Western Conference. This is a team that's finished bottom 3 years in a row in the Western Conference, and they just won 62 games. The only team that's won more games than them this year was the Thunder.
Right.
Well, let me quote Ricky Bobby. If you ain't first, you're last.
Yeah, and that's true, but you got to look at it. They haven't been good since Tim Duncan. I mean, honestly. I mean, and Tim Duncan's been out for a while. He's even grown his hair out, so he doesn't even look like the same guy. But, Ginobili, Parker, Duncan, Bowen, all of those guys have been out of the picture for a long time. And so, it took them a little while to get back. They built them a core. And, I mean, the future is bright, or so do you not think so?
I think it's cool because the Spurs have gone to the NBA Finals at least once every decade in the last 4 decades.
Wow.
And I think that's cool. I think there's something cool to say about that.
Oh, wow.
And you can fact check me on that one, too.
Yeah,
the
that's
Lakers
right.
have done it more than anybody, but the Spurs have done it in the last 4 decades.
Yeah, no, you're right, because they won with they went with the 2 teams. They went with Duncan twice in 2 different decades. That's what it was.
It was 99 was the only time in the 90s, I believe, yeah.
All 4 decades.
Wow.
So that's pretty cool. Yeah, little facts for y'all. But
I mean,
man, I just want to go ahead.
Who else has done that? The Lakers didn't do it in the 90s, so they didn't do it.
Did the Lakers go to the championship once in the 90s?
No, not in the 90s, so they've only done 3 in a row. So the Spurs really are.
The Lakers did play Michael Jordan in 91 or 92 when he won his first one. That was against Magic.
Really?
Yes, it was.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so they did go to the 90s.
So
they've
been
the 90s.
like 6 in a row then.
Yeah.
Wow. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's hard.
Yeah, you're right. Yep.
Yeah, but they weren't going to win that series. We knew it. We knew it. Jordan turned it up like a whole nother notch on them. That was their exiting. That was their last show for the Lakers.
My last time to call. I'm going to let y'all go. I'm going to let y'all get back at it, man. I appreciate y'all taking my call, and y'all have a great show. All right, guys?
Yes, sir. Thank you. We appreciate it as always, my man.
Are you sad that the season's over with? I mean, did you think this was a great season?
I thought it was a better season than last year. I felt like last year's season seemed to be like a circle. Mm-hmm. It was just like a wandering around. Nobody knew. I mean, we had these new stars. Shea, coming out being kind of the new star of the league.
The Pacers, nobody believed the Pacers were supposed to be
You had
there.
Tyrese Halliburton being, what he was to the Indiana Pacers. A lot of the older heads had kind of fallen off. Mm-hmm. But, yeah, this year seemed to be a little bit better, have a little bit more of stars that we now know, whether it was from San Antonio or whether it was from, the Knicks or wherever. But it also kind of makes us go to the next part of it all, and that is where does the NBA stand now? Because when you look at this team, when you look at the Spurs, let's talk about the Spurs. Everybody's talking about it wasn't their time. Brian talks about it a lot. He was like, they're still 1 year away, or they're not here. They're not ready. But it's so hard to get back. It's so, everybody, if you look, I guarantee you, I'm not a bettor, but I guarantee you DraftKings, if there was a bets or a number of bets that were put on that said OKC is going to go back to the finals, I guarantee you over half of the people that bet on that bet that the OKC was going to go back. It's harder to get back than you think. Are we going to have a dynasty? Are there going to be multiple championships in this era? Are these guys going to, are we going to have so many different teams win championships? Because if you looked at the playoffs starting out, you said, "Oh, OKC and the Celtics."
Yes, that's exactly what I said.
Exactly, and the reason why is because recency bias.
Yes.
You thought OKC, which had the best record in the NBA, led by the MVP, led by the two-time. This is going to be their second time. We're accustomed to dominance because we lived in an era of Michael Jordan, Tom Brady, Bill Belichick, Nick Saban. All of these, we are accustomed to dynasties.
Yeah.
So as someone wins it, you start looking like, okay, is this going to be a dynasty? Because that's what we've seen. We were alive during the Magic and Bird times. We were alive during the Yankee times. And so we've seen dynasties. We've seen wins, consecutive wins, Kobe and Shaq, all of that. But this year's NBA, everybody thought, okay, well, the Celtics, they got Tatum back. They're going to be ready to go. Boom, they're going. And then when they didn't, it was like, wow, this is wide open. Who's going to – and everybody kept shortchanging the Knicks. And then if you look over here, everybody shortchanged Wemby and them. They're not going to make it through Joker. They're not going to make it through Minnesota. They're not going to make it through OKC. And they did. And it's just like, wow. So all of these people are doing all of these different things, and that just shows you the parity in the NBA. We're going to go ahead and let's table that conversation. We're going to go ahead and go to the phone line. We got Jamie on the line. Jamie, how are you today, my friend?
Oh, I'm doing good, pretty good. I'm actually going to join in on that conversation we just having.
Yeah, go ahead.
Remember I called in last week and I claimed Spurs in 7.
Yes, I remember that.
I'm here to say I was wrong.
Oh, yeah. Don't let your wife hear that.
Yeah, no, I say it all the time because I'm wrong all the time. But I wanted to call and say that the Knicks, the Knicks, they are a bunch of really likable guys. But, man, their fans ruin it for it makes it impossible to cheer for them. I was in Tampa this weekend with my wife. We went to a show down there. And we ended up in a bar. Apparently, it was a Knicks bar, and it absolutely obnoxious. Like I'd have wanted the Knicks to win. Actually, the team, the Knicks, they're underdogs. They do things the right way. They play as a team. They work hard. They're quiet. You don't hear nothing from them off the court. They're just a bunch of solid dudes. But then their fans are just a bunch of knuckleheads.
Yeah.
It just makes it. Their fans are gross. I was so tired of hearing about New York, and then anybody that has ever even looked at New York, even knows where New York is on a map, claims New York now because they're Knicks fans when they've been underground for the last 40 years. Hadn't heard a peep out of them, and now all of a sudden they win one championship and they're everywhere.
Is that something that kind of always happens? Because like nobody really that you come in contact with before Tom Brady was a Patriot fan unless you were in Boston. I mean, and then now you've got Boston fans everywhere. Nobody really.
Knicks, it happened so fast.
Yeah.
It happened over the course of a week.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The finals, everybody was like, "Oh, Wemby's going to kill him." They got nobody for Wemby. Wemby's going to kill him, and the Spurs are big favorites. And then, 5 games later, now everybody in the world is claiming that they're Knicks fans, and they've been, Knicks fans their whole life. I'm like, it's fugazi. It's bogus. It's not real. It's gross.
Doesn't it?
I don't like it. I don't like the Knicks fan.
Doesn't it kind of like ruin it though because of how they have acted? Because you like the team, but you don't like the fans, so you kind of just don't want them to win because you don't want to hear what the fans have to say. Because that's how I feel about it.
1,000%. I feel the same way about Nick Saban. Nick Saban's great, but I don't want to hear Alabama fans.
So
I ain't gonna say nothing about
here's
that.
The thing about basketball, though. I don't think basketball is as bad as football when it comes to you like a team, but you hate the fans. Football, if you think about the Eagles, do they give us really a reason to hate the team? Not really. But the fans, heck yeah, they do. And then who else has won in the last few years?
Mahomes.
Mahomes,
Travis Kelce, and
I mean,
so you're a Taylor Swift fan now?
No,
yes,
no,
you are.
No. I don't think they really give us an overwhelming feel of like hating the team, but it's usually the fans that just like. I don't know about you, but like back in the '90s when the Cowboys were winning, I had a friend of mine that was a Cowboys super fan, and he would just not shut up. And the only player I didn't like on the Cowboys really was Michael Irvin, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
The players I didn't really hate them, you know. It was just Irvin. That's it.
That's exactly how I feel about the Knicks right now. Brunson, I mean, who can't cheer for that guy?
Yeah.
He's small, undersized, underestimated, just written off his whole career. And, he's 6'1", 6'2", built like a fire hydrant. It makes all of us feel like we could be in the NBA. That's who we all would love to cheer for that guy, except for the Knicks fans. And because of the Knicks fans, I hope they don't win a game next year.
Exactly. That's how I feel. Let me ask you this before you go, Jamie. You said you were down in Tampa for a show. Was it a play? Because Jeffrey goes to plays.
No, we didn't go see a play. We went and saw Chris Stapleton.
There you go. All right. So, yeah, you're a real hot-blooded American. That's what I'm talking about. Jeffrey went and saw a play.
That's right. That's right. I'd go see a play. I was in the school playing when I was in high school, so I can't talk too much about that.
So did you wear the leotards, or is that just ballet? That's ballet. That's different.
I've got leotards on right now.
Oh, my gosh. All right. Well, don't send us any pictures. We appreciate the call.
Hey, they're on the way.
All right, buddy. Thanks so much, Jamie.
Yeah,
we
if you
appreciate
send Paul a text of you wearing leotards, you get a prize.
Yeah, prize pack.
A prize pack. Oh, my gosh.
Get banned from the show.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, man. Well, thank you, Jamie. We appreciate it, man.
All right, guys. Y'all have a good night.
You too. But let's get into this whole thing. All right.
So I don't hate the Knicks team.
You don't hate their team.
Yeah, but their fans.
But their fans. Obviously, again, is it the violence or is it the obnoxious? We've dealt with obnoxious though. We kind of deal with obnoxious. When you look at, he just said Alabama fans. Okay, that's fine. I say Ohio State fans, right? Yeah. And I know that there's other fan bases. Stone Cold Brian Austin would say Georgia fans, right?
Yeah.
Texas fans would, a lot of them
Saints fans.
Yeah, there you go. Saints fans, Falcon fans, right? And that's what I'm saying. So you're always going to have those teams that are your rivals or that you just don't like.
Oh yeah, the rivals. Just
but it's also you would call them toxic, or that you would call them obnoxious. But I think the Knicks did something. And again, look back across the spectrum of championships, burning couches in the middle of the street. They wasn't assaulting people, though. Mm-hmm. They were burning, Kentucky, the UK, when they won a national title, they would bring, the frat boys brought out their couches and they set them on fire, right?
Yeah.
They burnt their own couches.
Yeah.
Right? They didn't burn your couch. But the Knicks fans, they're out in the streets. If you were wearing a San Antonio jersey, they were assaulting you. They were trying to rip the jersey. They were cussing at you. They were throwing stuff at you. They threw eggs at the team bus. They threw eggs at Wemby when he was walking to the hotel. They harassed them. They set cars on fire. They messed up buses that transport the kids to school. They damaged property. I get it, man. They're going to have a crazy parade in New York City, and it's going to be crazy, right?
Yeah.
But is this what we don't want to see is how the Knicks fans or their fan base was over them winning. I thought you're supposed to be excited. I thought you're supposed to be happy. This looks like a get-out-of-jail-free mentality because my team won.
Yeah.
I'm just going to go terrorize the community because my team won the championship that hadn't happened. Probably most of those guys wasn't even born the last time that the team won anything.
Yeah, you don't see people like my age or older doing those type of things. And I'm exactly how old it's been since the Knicks won.
Wow. It's a long time ago.
I was 1 month old.
Wow. But don't you agree, though? Everybody's got something to say about fans, whether it's Knicks fans, Phillies fans.
So did you see the post today on Facebook?
No.
It was the most toxic fan base.
Who is it's the Knicks, right? Has to
No, as far as college sports went.
Oh, okay. Who was it?
It was Ohio State was number 1.
Yeah, there you go. I mean, I
and
agree.
Bama was 2 and Georgia was 3. And I was a little surprised by the Georgia being number 3.
Yeah, me too.
And LSU was like number 7.
Yeah, they needed to be like
up.
They're top 5 if you want to know the truth. Let me just say this too, and I know we do this, and I'm glad that a guy by the name of Don won one of our prize packs.
Okay.
Right? I think he won the Lone Star Boil, and but you know,
Buckeye Don.
Yeah, and I
Buckeye Don.
don't say that. I don't say those words. I don't cuss like that on the air. But he said something at the end like "go" and the word that you said. Yeah. So I just thought that was really a distasteful thing that you allowed that to happen, Bone Crusher. So I don't appreciate that.
Okay.
You know, talking about bad fan bases. So you know, we're happy that Don won, but not saying those words.
Sometimes the toxic activity, though, takes 2 sides. Because guess who was number 4?
Michigan.
You got it.
Yeah.
So it takes 2 sides. You
Well,
see?
when you think about it,
you can't have just one just mouthing off and the other one just sit back and just take it. They're going to give it back.
Yeah.
And that, my opinion, is Ohio State starting it. Michigan doesn't stop it.
Ohio State is just like UK basketball fans, though. Every year, no matter what happens, no matter who they have, no matter what is going on, they believe they're going to win every single game. And that's okay, but they're delusional like you call Cowboy fans.
Yeah.
They're the same way.
Oh, goodness. Well, also, I don't know if you listen to the Buckeye fans. They talk about, oh, we got this guy and we got this guy, you know, and they're high schoolers. And I'm like, never heard of them, never heard of them, never heard of them. You have all these blue chips that you think that just going to put it all together and y'all going to score a bunch of points, but you never do because y'all don't score a lot of points. You're mostly a defensive team, you know? And recently there's a team that's in Florida. I'm not going to name who it is. And they're the same way right now. They're like,
the Gator haters coming out in you.
Don't nail me down to a team.
I am.
But they're out there right now.
That's
They're
exactly
saying,
who you're talking
look at all
about.
these guys who got. Okay, that guy was a junior last year. They got a whole nother senior year. It's the biggest year of their life before they get to college.
Yeah.
And you're saying he's the next Jesus Christ superstar.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, you know.
Call the fan base out. It's Gator. It's Gators.
No.
It's Gator fans.
At least the Seminoles aren't doing that. I mean, so it ain't the Seminoles.
It's not the Seminoles. It's not Miami.
Shush. Don't nail me down to a team, okay? I'm trying not to make them mad, but that's what they're doing out there, and they're in my algorithm apparently.
They're happy because they are actually getting the recruits that they want.
They said they had the recruits before, and they love Lagway, and then look what happened: 4 wins.
I know.
Come on, man.
Yeah, Gator hater.
You know,
right
don't be waving a flag in front of my face and saying, "Oh, we're back" and all that. No, you're 4-8. You know, you ain't there yet. You know, we said that about Hurricane fans for last year.
Yeah.
You know? And the Hurricane fans have proven their worth for 1 year.
Right.
Are they going to be back for good? That remains to be seen.
Yeah. I mean, it seems like they're going to be. I mean, really, when you look at it, it looks like Miami is a fixture of it for sure.
Okay, so let's talk about quickly before we go to another break.
Well, we gotta take a call.
Oh, we gotta take a call.
We gotta take. Yep. We got Don on the line. Don, how are you today, my friend?
As a Buckeye fan, I am fantastic. Thank you very much. And I understand that a lot of people have a problem with Ohio State fans. But what I don't understand is we are rooting for our team.
That's right.
We believe that they can win every game, and that is how you're as a fan base, that is how you're supposed to be. Now, if you would like to talk toxic, Alabama fans who can't ever shut their mouth about nothing. I mean, we won 79 straight world championships and blah, 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 blah. Dude, what have you done for me lately? Where have you been the last 4 or 5 years? Huh? Come on, let's talk about it.
Yeah, no, you're right.
And the SEC's falling off, and y'all are just mad because the Big Ten is coming to, you know, now that NIL is starting to equal things out and everybody's getting their shot, including Indiana, which, you know, I mean, don't get me wrong, I'd love to see them sustain what they got, but I truly don't believe they will. But, I mean, I don't see how you can just pick on Ohio State fans when Georgia fans are terrible like that too, Alabama fans, LSU fans are pretty nasty sometimes too. And I mean, really, truly, me personally, it's a game that I got nothing to do with. I like to give everybody some smack talking during the game, but it's just a game and it's fun. And when it's over with, let's all be friends, man.
I agree with you, Don. And you know what? I lived in Columbus for 4 years, actually, and that's where my my disdainment comes from. So it's actually – and you know what, though? I will say this. During the time that I was there, they won a championship, and they did not tear up the city. So you know what? They love their fans, and that's all there is to know about that.
What year was that?
No, and I mean, like I said, as a fan, how can you not root for your team to win every game?
That's exactly right.
How can you know? I mean, that's what that's what you want is fans that believe you will win every game. That way, you can get 100,000 people in the stadium every game. And so, I mean, you were up there for 4 years. There ain't a person in Ohio that don't got an Ohio State gear for the most part.
You're exactly right.
You know,
You're
I mean,
exactly right.
I mean, so like I said, if you want to break it down, come on. I mean, Alabama fans are terrible. They're in my, I mean, I guess I feel the same way about Alabama fans as you do about Ohio State fans.
Probably. You're probably right. Well, we're going to have to go. We're up against the break, Don. We appreciate you calling. Congratulations on the ball house, and maybe we can get there together.
All right, brother. I appreciate it.
All right, oh, no. Oh, no. All right, we're going to go ahead and take our next break. When we come back, we'll finish the talk about the NBA playoffs. You're listening to the Sports Blitz with Paul Wilson right here, 104.3 ESPN, Northwest Florida.
ESPN, Northwest Florida.
The Sports Blitz.
Who's the employee here? Is it the football player?
Yeah.
Is this a free country?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. You see the pattern here? You think the fans should be running this? Because that's what Saban thinks. He thinks it's the fans that are driving the sport. These are employees now, Paul. They're all getting paid. This is a free country.
The Sports Blitz.
Live and local, weekdays, 4 to 6.
ESPN Northwest Florida.
Overheard at the Hard Rock Bet Party.
Hey, man. What's Hard Rock Bet giving you players?
If you win your first $5 bet, you get $150 in bonus bets.
$750? ¿Cuánto?
Oh, was that Ronaldinho? Sounds like his first bet scored.
Hard Rock Bet Sportsbook. Roll with us. New customers bet $5, get $150 in bonus bets if you win. Payable in bonus bets, not a cash offer. Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned about your gambling? Call or text 1-833-PLAY-WISE.
Dad never had a loud kind of love. It was steady. It was showing up. It was letting you know I've got you without saying a word. This Father's Day, give him something he can wear every day with pride. At Coin and Bullion Reserve's Fine Jewelry on the corner of East Avenue and 15th Street, we'll help you find a piece that says thank you in a way that goes beyond simple words. For the man who held it all together, hold on to him.
The Atlanta Braves are on a mission, and night after night they're making their case as one of the best teams in baseball.
3-2 to Drake. And he swings and hits a missile to deep right field to the chop house and out of here.
Tonight, the Braves open up a big home series at Truist Park as the San Francisco Giants come to Atlanta for a National League showdown.
Coverage coming up at 6, first pitch 6:15 on your home for the Atlanta Braves on the Gulf Coast. ESPN Northwest Florida.
His major in college?
We're going streaking through the quad.
LSU Jeff is part of the Sports Blitz with Paul Wilson.
Come on, everybody, we're going.
104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
Here we go.
We are back live and local right here at 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. This is the Sports Blitz with Paul Wilson, and we're so glad that you joined us today on this rainy, cloudy, breezy Tuesday in Panama City. So glad to have you joining us on the FM dial. You can watch us on Facebook as well. Comment, like, share, subscribe, all of those things. We appreciate it. And don't forget, you can also call in 850-215-6290. Jeffrey's here, Bone Crusher's here, and I'm here. And we're talking NBA playoffs. We're talking about the finals. You know, when you look at how this all came about, everybody had something to say. And we talked about this early on, whether or not it was Wemby's time and whether or not this New York Knicks team, who just seemed like they could not quit, When were they going to come up against a brick wall? And it just never happened. Now, when you look at this NBA, who do you look at now as your favorites for next year? Is it the Knicks? Is it the Spurs? Is there any chance that we get a dynasty? Is there any chance that we get a back-to-back? Is there any chance that we see the same two teams come back and play again?
I think I'm going to stick with that recency bias that we had at the beginning, and I'm going to say Oklahoma City and Celtics.
Wow. You're going back with the two same teams that you thought was going to come back this year and play in the championship.
Have the Knicks or Spurs convinced me otherwise? Yeah, they're in the conversation, but they haven't convinced me.
Do you think that, you know, how you make it to a championship and you win one, do you think it because, I mean, there's so many of those that have happened, you know, when you look
Bucks,
at
the Nuggets.
The Bucks, the Nuggets, as far as recency, Toronto Raptors, those franchises, you saw them come and they had their spurt or they had their one. I mean, I
think they're obsessively working towards a goal. And as soon as they've gotten that goal once, it's like a little bit of the air gets taken out.
We've seen this story before, and what usually happens is usually the people that are on that team, usually it's time for them to get paid.
Yeah,
it's usually their time to go and make money somewhere else. It usually happens. You wonder if this team is going to be the same team. You wonder if they're going to add pieces and they're going to lose pieces. That usually happens because we haven't seen a dynasty since the Golden State Warriors. I mean, that's the last one we saw as far as what I would call every year you knew they were either going to win it or they were going to be there. And then when they added Kevin Durant, it was like, okay, just go ahead and give it to them when the year started.
Yeah.
So you think OKC, you think Boston. Now, I'm just wondering, do you have any – I know you discounted him early on, but what about Giannis? This whole thing about Giannis right now.
He's going somewhere else.
You don't think he's going to go somewhere where they're going to immediately be he's going to be the piece that they need to go back?
Ooh. I mean, you just have to name what team.
I mean, you're thinking
76ers.
A lot of people talking Miami. A lot of people have said the Boston Celtics, but you'd have to get rid of one of the other.
Yeah, the Celtics
one of those guys.
Celtics are not getting them.
I mean, what if Atlanta Hawks with their run?
That'd be interesting right there.
Or even the Charlotte Hornets with their young roster.
Yeah. And he'd get energized by the young roster too.
Yeah, because, I mean, let's just be honest. You got 3 to 5 years with Giannis. And, I mean, he is a game breaker. He is a guy that you have to, plan for. And he can make one of these playoff teams really good and way more competitive than what they were. So I could see him going to somewhere like that, making that happen. Wemby. You don't think Wemby's going to go back next year. Why?
I don't know. I just feel like there was something off this year. And I don't know if it's Peyton Manning syndrome. When Peyton Manning started his career, he would come all out at the beginning of the year, give 100,000 million% of everything he had. And by the time they got to the playoffs, he didn't have enough left in the tank to get him to the Super Bowl. And then I started to see, like halfway through his career in 2006, when he finally won one with the Colts, it was like he held off at the beginning of the year, and he wasn't overexerting himself. He wasn't going over the top. He wasn't trying to prove himself to other people how great he was. And then, therefore, he kind of like played low-key throughout the season and then peaked during the playoffs.
So you're saying he learned how to manage the season during the season.
Yes.
He understood how to push himself through the regular season to get supreme performance in the playoffs.
Exactly. And that's what Wemby needs to learn how to do, and he's young. Now, if he's going to be able to realize this, that he can't be a one-man wrecking team every single game throughout all of the playoffs, then he'll be a smarter man and a more intelligent athlete.
So does it – okay, so let's dive into Wemby for just a second. We only have about 3 or 4 minutes before we have to go to a break, but – does it concern you that Wemby doesn't have a signature move?
No.
Because when you think of people, that lead their team, Shaq, he dunked on you.
Yeah.
Kareem, he had the sky hook.
Yeah.
Hakeem Olajuwon, he had the moves in the paint. Michael Jordan had the fall-away jump shot.
Or he would just like hang in the air,
Right.
Or come around on the backside. Jordan had all kind of shots. I mean, it's crazy.
But I mean, when you look at that, you know, you got to look at Shea. He flops. I had to say that. But Wemby doesn't have a signature move.
Yeah, it
you know,
doesn't matter.
He does work with Akeem Olajuwon in the offseason, so I could see him doing something. But
for a guy who's 5 feet away from the goal.
Right.
And at all times, he could take a couple steps out and block a shot, or he can just get the rebound from standing that far away from the goal is just mind-boggling.
Yeah.
He doesn't need a signature thing.
So nothing.
Nothing.
Okay.
Doesn't need it.
Is Wemby the face of the league now by going to the finals?
This year, yes. But was Giannis for 1 year?
Yes.
Yes. Was Jokic?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is he going to be like those guys, though? If he finally wins one, you don't see a dynasty coming with this Spurs team at all. A chance because of how young they are.
Not a dynasty. Can I see the Spurs going back and winning one? Yes.
But not more than one. And being
probably
there,
not.
And being there over a span of, say, 5 years. It would surprise you it would surprise you a lot if the Spurs got there 5 times and won 2.
Ooh. I don't think they're going to go back 5 times.
Do you think it's 3 and 1? You think they'll go twice and win one? Or do you think they'll go 3 times and win one?
Or let me bring up a different scenario for you. I don't know if you remember around 98, 99, 2000, the Tampa Bay Bucks are building this unbelievable defense.
Mm-hmm.
And they could not win a playoff game with Tony Dungy as the head coach.
Mm-hmm.
They switch head coaches to Gruden.
Right.
They win a title.
Mm-hmm.
That could happen with the Spurs. I'm not trying to pile on the coach, but sometimes coaches can't get the ultimate job done.
Well, that's what happened with the Knicks. If you look at Thibodeau, Coach Tibbs, he was the coach that really everything that they did this year was what Tibbs told them to do.
Yeah.
And it just took another guy coming in and winning it.
Right. So Dungy had all those players before Gruden stepped in the door.
Yeah, because Gruden wasn't a defensive guru.
Yeah.
Dungy was, supposedly. And, I mean, let me ask you about the Knicks, though. You think the hunger leaves after they've won one? And do you think that this group that they have right now with Towns and Brunson and Bridges and Hart and all those guys, that they'll have an early exit next year? Or do you think they'll maybe get to the Eastern Conference Finals? What do you see for the Knicks?
I don't like working off of a gut feeling, but some reason I feel like this is not a repeater. Not next year.
Yeah.
Could they go back and win it another time?
No.
Yes. Yes. I think that they could get back.
I think the only chance they've got at winning another one is next year.
Wow.
Because I think this team breaks up. I think there's going to be injuries. There's going to be more money to
Towns
be made.
likes being with Brunson and everything.
I think but if you look at Towns, he was lackluster for the finals.
Yeah.
I mean, OG and the other guy, way better playing. And so, for me, if they're going to win another one, it has to be next year, to me, because I don't think this team's going to be together after this year. I think there's going to be some split up. I think some of the key players are going to either retire or they're going to go ahead and go make some money. But either way, we're going to go ahead and go to our next break. When we come back, we've got to talk about something going on with Texas Tech and what is happening in college football. You're listening to the Sports Blitz with Paul Wilson right here, 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
We're giving away
Double the boiled seafood.
all yours just for tapping your phone. It's the Lone Star Daily Double Boil.
Daily double boil.
On 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. Just open the ESPN Northwest Florida app and smash that enter contest button.
Do it now.
Do it now.
It's a daily chance to win 2 $25 gift cards.
Winning.
For the ultimate local seafood hookup.
Mouth-watering shrimp.
Buttery red royals.
All things crab.
Tap the app, win the eats, Get to clicking on the ESPN Northwest Florida app.
The Lone Star Daily Double Boil runs June 8th through the 19th, courtesy of the Lone Star Boil House, downtown Panama City. One prize per listener. Winners can claim prizes at ESPN Northwest Florida, 204 Ellen Lane, Suite B, Panama City Beach. The ESPN Northwest Florida app is available at Google Play and the Apple Store.
Good evening, this is Joanna on ESPN Northwest Florida with Tuesday's weather forecast. A likelihood of thunderstorms and light showers tonight with a low near 78 and a wind 10 to 15 miles per hour. Very light rain and a possibility of thunderstorms tomorrow morning and a temperature of 83. About the same in the afternoon and evening around 85 with a chance of thunderstorms and mostly clouds. Likely thunderstorms Thursday and quite warm around 84. This forecast is brought to you by Earthworks of Northwest Florida. Thank you for listening to ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
Reliable Copy Products is proud to be the exclusive dealer in Northwest Florida for Kyocera office equipment. Reliable Copy Products has been committed to providing professional, personalized service for the last 35 years. They understand that the right equipment does not always fall within today's budget requirements, so they offer several options for the equipment you need today for the growth you expect tomorrow. Call James Smothers at 784-6601, 784-6601. Reliable Copy Products on Harrison Avenue, just north of Bay High School.
Full residential and commercial projects from start to finish. Wheelhouse is ready to help. From the moment you have the thought to build to the moment you step through the front door of your finished project, Wheelhouse Consulting and Engineering will walk you through all of your aspirations. Engineering, site plans, live architectural design, construction, 3D rendering, permits, and more. Wheelhouse Consulting and Engineering, 850-896-6597, 850-896-6597, and online at wheelhousedba.com.
WGSX Lynn Haven, WVLQ Port St. Joe, ESPN Northwest Florida.
Back to the gap at the wall. Out of here!
The Atlanta Braves are on a mission, and night after night they're making their case as one of the best teams in baseball.
3-2 to Drake. And he swings and hits a missile to deep right field to the chop house and out of here!
Tonight, the Braves open up a big home series at Truist Park as the San Francisco Giants come to Atlanta for a National League showdown.
Coverage coming up at 6, first pitch 6:15 on your home for the Atlanta Braves on the Gulf Coast. ESPN Northwest Florida.
Broadcasting from the heart of the Gulf Coast and streaming to every corner of the map. This is the Sports Blitz with Paul Wilson on 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
What it do, people? It's the homie Lil Cash. Right now you tuned in with Paul Wilson on the Sports Blitz. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. The hottest sports show in the South. Let's go. Cause Lil Cash with another hit with Paul Wilson on the Sports Blitz. Where they talk trash and they talk ish. When it comes to sports, man, they too legit. It's 104.3 ESPN. If you love sports, better chime in. NFL, college, local sports, they got it. NBA, they got it. Sports Blitz, the topic. The show hottest wasabi. Better tune in and go watch it. Hey, Sports Blitz with Paul Wilson. If you even tried, you can't stop it. Bone Crusher gon' pop it. No Jeff gon' pop it. Go like, comment, subscribe, and share. Right now.
It is 5 o'clock and you are locked in. You made it to Wednesday, baby. We're done with Tuesday. Thanks so much for listening to the Sports Blitz with Paul Wilson right here, 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida, your spot for the Atlanta Braves. Don't forget the Braves tonight take on the San Francisco Giants. 6 o'clock is the coverage. 6:15 is the first pitch. They are always here. The Braves, your spot for the Atlanta Braves is always 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. Just want to remind you as well, the Lone Star Boil House Daily Double Boil is on and ready to go. We are giving away the boiled seafood, all yours just for tapping your phone. How you do it? You open the ESPN Northwest Florida app starting today. Smash the enter contest button. Every day a chance to win 2 $25 gift certificates to the Lone Star Boil House. Fresh shrimp, buttery red royals, and all things crab. Tap the app, win the eats, get ready to eat like a local right here at 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. Make sure you go and do that. You get your chance like some of the other ones, Don being one, a Buckeye fan. All right, I said the word. Wow, there you go. Ugh, I felt like grimy a little bit. I don't know. I feel like I need to take a shower. So, Jeffrey, we got to talk about it. Texas Tech, it's been in the news for a lot of this time, and finally we've got some answers, and it looks like that Brendan Sorsby is going to go into the supplemental NFL draft, and he is leaving Texas Tech. What does that look like for Texas Tech? Now, the quarterback you were going to pay $4 million to. Number one, I want to know whether or not Texas Tech gave him any money. That's number one. Number two, I want to know if there was some kind of buyout to get rid of him for him staying, because you do realize that Sorsby was doing this on his own with his own lawyer. Mm-hmm. So Texas Tech was just a support system for him. Yeah. They were just supporting him. Mm-hmm. So now Sorsby is stepping away from, and they have amicably agreed to part ways before he takes a snap for the Texas Tech Red Raiders. So now they have to rely on their backup, who was the backup last year, who actually did see some time, but he's recovering from an Achilles injury. So he will not start the first game. So it looks like that Texas Tech is going to be at quarterback number 3 to start the season. How does that look for the Red Raiders, especially with the way they had their season last year? Are the Red Raiders going to do anything in college football this coming up year?
Yeah, they might have a winning record. I don't think they'll be in the Big 12 championship.
Yeah, BYU is going to win that one, right? They got a returning quarterback.
I don't know.
I do. I'm calling it. BYU. No, BYU's winning that.
Wow.
Who do you think? Arizona State lost their quarterback.
Yeah, Cincinnati lost their quarterback. Utah,
I don't know.
Houston
better than Utah. Wow. Utah doesn't have their coach. They lost their Whittingham, their coach. So.
What if Sonny Dykes at TCU turns it up?
I don't know.
Baylor's not going to be there.
Oh man, what would you do if DJ Lagway leads Baylor to the championship? Would you buy a Baylor shirt?
No, heck no.
I mean, if they go to the playoff, you buying a Baylor shirt?
Why am I buying anybody else's shirt? I got a daughter at Ole Miss, and I'm an LSU guy.
I'm just saying, because
if you gave me an Alabama shirt, do you really think I'm wearing it?
You've talked so bad about DJ Lagway.
No, I just didn't have the belief like they did, and I kept quiet about it for the most part.
Halfway through the season.
Yeah, I was like, when are we going to get like another quarterback come in? And they were all still, high on him, and they were piling on the coach.
Well, we're going to go ahead and table this. We're going to come back to it, but we're going to go to the phone line. We got Brian, Stone Cold Brian Austin, live from Omaha. Brian, how are you today?
Pretty good, man. I'm so pumped for tonight. I had to step outside because Rocco's was way too loud. So,
how many people are in Rocco's right now?
I don't know. You can't move inside of there, though. It is insanity. It is insane.
So who's winning? Yeah. Who's winning the challenge right now?
West Virginia is way up. Not even close.
Really? Did Texas move out of the bottom or no?
I think we're still in the bottom last time I looked on the board. So, yeah.
Oh, man. Do you think they're going to move out of last place or what?
We'll see. Well, I'm not going to do too much of my part.
I was going to say you got to do your part.
We've done my part, but that's about as much as I'm doing. Those jello shots are strong. There's only so many I can buy, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And those are not made in the back. Those are, you have to rip the real wrapper
they
off.
Actually, they're doing too many of them. They just got them outsourced this year.
Yeah.
So have they came final for the other game? I know that West Virginia was up on Troy. And
I think it's over with.
Yeah. So Troy loses.
Gone.
Yeah.
Yep.
So the Cinderella story of Troy is out of there. Do you think West Virginia has a chance of coming back and beating UNC twice?
I don't think they have the pitching for it. So UNC is pretty strong as far as that goes. So their pitching depth's pretty deep.
Well, tell us about what you think about tonight. I mean, obviously, you got to play Georgia, and this will be the second time around, second time in the year because you guys didn't play at all.
Yeah.
What things are you worried about with this Georgia team?
Man, look, they can't pitch that pitcher they pitched Saturday night against us tonight. That's all I got to say.
Yeah.
He is not available to pitch tonight. So I feel a lot better because, I mean, he pitched a game of his absolute life on Saturday. So, I think our pitching going into this game is way better than what their pitching is. Their offense still good. I expect it's probably going to be a high-scoring game tonight.
Well, here's the thing. You have to jump ahead early because, let's be honest, that's what Georgia was relying on to do against Oklahoma, and they just didn't have enough to get it done because that's what they did twice on Mississippi State. So you can't let Georgia jump up on you.
Yeah. I mean, what Texas did against Bama yesterday, I mean, they 7-0 after 2 innings. So it was pretty much done quickly. So they need to keep it going.
So what's more shocking, that Oklahoma is still in the winner's bracket or that Ole Miss was the first team out?
Hey, I predicted Ole Miss to be the first team out, so that's not shocking to me at all. I told y'all that last week. Ole Miss was going to be the first one to go home. So.
Wow. I had Troy, and, well, they're out now, but they're the third team out.
Yep. So, I mean, Oklahoma is making a hell of a run, though.
Mm-hmm. Do you think it's going to be a what's the number? What's the number for if you said, okay, Texas has got to score this number? Because I've thought for a long time it's going to be 7 to beat Georgia. Obviously,
I think
Oklahoma
is 7.
didn't. You think it's 7?
Tonight is 7. 7, if not 8. I mean, and just you're into day 3, so the pitching staffs are not. You don't have those number 1 and number 2 starters going tonight, so you got to put up some runs for sure. It's not going to be a low-scoring game by any means.
I'm calling 8-6 tonight. What's yours call, Paul?
Are you on 8-6 who?
Texas.
Oh, you're going Texas?
Texas is going to pull that upset tonight. It's going to be 8-6.
Wow. I don't.
Come on, Paul.
Brian's a friend of mine. You put me on the spot. I'm always the one that puts everybody else on the spot. I never get put on the spot, so you just did that. Unfortunately.
And I had Georgia going to the championship versus UNC, so Georgia getting out is not really helping my cause.
Yeah, I don't know, Brian. I think the other night, last night when they beat Alabama so bad, I just don't think they're gonna come out as hot as they were. So I think Georgia's gonna get them. I think it's gonna be like 8-4, Georgia.
All right. Well, we shall see.
So let me ask you, Brian, where are your tickets at?
We are on the third baseline, bottom section, probably about 10 rows up.
So do they have they still have the screens up, right? You're not taking foul balls to the face, right?
No, they have a net.
I don't even remember.
He looks right through the net. He doesn't see the net. It's not blocking his view.
The net's not even there. I don't see it.
He's so close to the bullpen. He probably has. He's more complaining about how far he has to walk to get a beer.
So I did see your post from yesterday. Is that what everybody does? They stack their cans. Is that what they do?
I mean, that was our thing. So, I mean, yeah. You do the 9-inning challenge when you're in Omaha. You attempt to drink 9 beers for 9 innings.
Oh, okay. Did you accomplish that goal?
I did. I paid the price for it later on, though.
I bet you did.
We were in bed early last night, so, yeah.
So tell the listeners, really give us Jeff's been there. He said he went 3 years ago. He's talked about it. Tell us, what it's like being there as far as, walking around, not during the game necessarily, because it's, just tell us about the area. Give us a, 1 out of 10 on what you would think about coming back, all of that. Kind of give everybody the layout.
This is 10 out of 10. I will come back every single year that Texas is in here from here on out. This is awesome. I mean, there's no other event that you have 8 different schools with all their fan bases and everything represented in one town at one time like this. It's awesome. It's awesome. The whole city is electric. The vibe is just great. This is a must-do. For anybody that has not done this, you have to come here.
Is it a place where you would bring, your kids, and it's still family-friendly enough that you can have a good time?
100%. There's a ton of kids here. 100%. Ton of kids.
And it's clean, and it's
a really clean city. This super clean. Yes, this is not a dangerous city by any means.
So,
we haven't seen any stragglers so far.
So they have a whole village area and all these
Yep.
tents set up, and they sell all these memorabilia. Did you buy any Texas, or you just buy a College World Series shirt, or
We
what?
got the we bought a couple of the Oma Horns shirts already.
Nice.
So, and then tomorrow I'm going to get a couple of the College World Series shirts with everything on it to bring home on Thursday. So.
And then you made it by, they have like a, I don't want to call it netting, like a baseball cage where you can pitch. And I think they had hitting also, right?
They do. They do. Yeah, I didn't do any of that.
Yeah.
I'm too old. I'll throw my arm out.
Did you take a picture near the trophy? Because they have that?
Not yet.
Okay.
Not yet. Haven't seen that. We'll get to that tomorrow. So, yeah.
So do they allow have you had any opportunities where you come face to face with any of the players or the coaches? Is there any possible ways for you to get autographs or, say hello, take a picture?
Haven't seen it yet. Haven't seen it. I know the Longhorns are staying in the Hilton. It's around here, and we walked by Georgia's hotel today. We saw their buses outside. I walked by as fast as I could and got away from there. But and then we walked by North Carolina's hotel and saw their buses outside of there. But yeah, I haven't seen any of the players around here.
What's the fan bases like? Is there a lot of going back and forth? Is everybody kind of are they playing into the whole us against you but it fun, just kind of haggling back and forth a little bit?
In all honesty, I haven't said a word to anybody outside of Texas fans today. Now, as I'm standing right here, there's a whole group of Georgia fans walking across the street throwing horns down right now. So,
oh, there you go.
If I wasn't on the phone with you, I might go scream at them for a little bit. But, yeah, no, it's been cool. Everybody's just having a good time here. Everything's been fun.
So if Texas does not win, are you going to be still pulling for an SEC school? And if so, which school are you going to pull for?
Hell no. No. I will never in my life root for Georgia or Oklahoma for anything. No.
Okay. I was
Give
just
me
making
West
sure.
Virginia or North Carolina over that. No. I have no love for Georgia or Oklahoma at all.
Oh, my
I'm
gosh.
actually starting to dislike Georgia more than I do Oklahoma at this point in time. So.
Because they're beating y'all.
And that's a, yeah. No, I mean, yeah. And then they bark at us. That's what it's done. So it's just, yeah.
Oh, my gosh. Well, listen, we appreciate you calling.
Yeah, man.
Definitely call in tomorrow after the
got
game
you.
tonight and give us the outlook and, get on the big screens because I'm going to be watching tonight. And especially if you guys win, I want you to act crazy. Take that shirt off and throw it around a little bit.
Tarps off tonight if we win. Tarps off.
All right. Sounds good,
Let's
man.
go.
All right, Brian.
See
Well,
you,
thank
bud.
you so much, man. Appreciate
All right,
you.
man. See you guys.
Let me tell you what kind of LSU fans we had for baseball when we went to Omaha 3 years ago, and I was there. We won game 1 versus the Florida Gators. We go to game 2, and we're thinking, maybe we can,
And this is
end it.
This is the year Skeens was there, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. He did not pitch. in
Right.
the,
He went to the bullpen but never came out
Yes,
to pitch.
exactly.
Yeah.
And he did pitch against Wake Forest, but that was like
Right.
the first game where we had to win to get to the second game to beat Wake Forest again just to get to the championship.
Right.
But anyway, we lost 24-4, Paul.
Yeah,
in
I
game
remember.
2. And you know what the LSU fans did after the game?
What?
They lined up outside of Rosenblatt Stadium. They call it the Schwab. And they lined up, and they were deep. And they cheered for the team that had just lost 24-4.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of going to go jeer on Gator fans and talk smack and do all that kind of stuff. They cheered them on. And the team turned around the next day and won 18-4.
Yeah.
It was like a light switch went off. And that's the kind of fans I like being associated with. Because let's be honest, there are some bad LSU fans out there.
I was getting ready to say.
And I know it because I had season tickets in the 80s, and we were winners. We were doing a lot of winning.
Yeah.
And then in the 90s, when I got there as a student, I realized how toxic the student fans are.
Oh, yeah.
because we were losing.
Yeah.
And they got nasty.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And that's what I was going to say. Even a blind dog finds a bone every once in a while. So you can definitely find a good LSU fan somewhere.
Yeah, somewhere. You just
somewhere. You just got to look real hard.
You got to look real hard. And hopefully they'll feed you at the tailgate.
Yeah, hopefully. And it's not spiked with something else, So you just got to be careful around those LSU fans. Talking about tonight, though, you do see Texas taking it tonight. Bone Crusher, as much as we push and as much as we love Stone Cold Brian Austin, man, he really just said today that there's a possibility that the Oklahoma Sooners are no longer his number one hated fan base. Yeah. He actually has changed to the Georgia Bulldogs.
I don't know where he gets that from, man. Georgia Bulldogs are the classiest fans in the SEC.
Well dressed, never barking.
Never barking.
A little bark.
Yeah,
our bark is worse than our bite. Come on.
Yeah. But let's be honest. There's only one team that Georgia owns more than Texas, and it's the Mississippi State Bulldogs.
Yeah.
I mean, Georgia kind of owns Texas as far as multiple sports.
Yeah.
What's Texas beating them in? Softball?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that's about it.
But, I mean, because Alabama and Georgia have been a little bit of a rival during the Saban and Kirby years. But that's kind of, we have beaten them under Kalen DeBoer as far as football goes. But, in basketball, Alabama's superior. And then now this year being Georgia's first time, to be really relevant in baseball.
Oh, yeah. Since 1990.
Yeah. So, I mean, Georgia's making a name for themselves as well. I just think it's shocking, though, that as much as you've been a Georgia on the bandwagon fan this whole time, now you're changing it up and you think Georgia's going to lose.
Can't play from behind like they did yesterday. They were down 4-1, I believe.
Yeah.
And they scored a couple of runs, and it was 4-3, and it's like they had nothing left in the tank. It looked kind of pitiful towards the 8th and 9th inning yesterday.
So do you think West Virginia's got a shot against UNC at all?
No.
Not even one game. Not even one game.
No.
They're gonna. So that off time that UNC had is gonna.
They're gonna be the New York Knicks.
They're
gonna be all rested up and ready for the championship.
See, I think West Virginia might steal one from them.
Okay.
I think they'll steal one from them. I still think UNC is gonna win, but I do think West Virginia might get them and make it interesting.
So their number one pitcher, if they win the first game, UNC does. Their star pitcher from Game 1, where they beat Ole Miss, he'll be starting in Game 1 in the finals.
Yeah, because they'll have plenty of time because that other side's got to play out because somebody's got to beat Oklahoma twice or Oklahoma's got to beat one of the other guys once.
Yeah.
So it just really depends on what happens, and then the championship will be on Saturday.
So I'm going to disagree with Brian, though, on one thing. Oklahoma still being in a winner's bracket shocks me a lot more than Ole Miss being out.
Yes.
I had not.
I was surprised.
Not have Oklahoma.
Yeah, Oklahoma is a softball school. Let's just be honest. And I just didn't.
Gymnastics. Yeah, they won gymnastics this year. That's it.
I don't watch gymnastics.
Yeah.
But I just thought, I was a little surprised. Would we ever live in a time where the Oklahoma women's softball team didn't make it to the College World Series
in Oklahoma City?
But the boys did. I mean, if you'd have asked me that 5 years ago, I'd said never. That Oklahoma was always going to be there.
Yeah.
But Mississippi State actually made that
now, what happened in softball is not going to happen in baseball. And what that was, two teams had to win back-to-back games to get to the championship. And so Tennessee and Alabama, who just had to win one game, both got ousted and not make it to the championship. That will not happen this year in baseball.
So you're saying UNC and?
Well, I think Oklahoma, whoever wins the game tonight, we'll have to see if they can take 2 games from Oklahoma.
Right.
That's a lot more probable than West Virginia taking 2 games from UNC. That ain't happening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, we're going to go ahead and take our next break. When we come back, we still got to finish up talking about Texas Tech and Brendan Sorsby. You're listening to the Sports Blitz with Paul Wilson right here, 104.3 ESPN, Northwest Florida.
Lock it in and rip the knob off. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida has turned up the power.
I'm getting an ostrich, Scott, Captain.
From Port St. Joe to Panama City to Fort Walton Beach, the biggest sports signal in the Panhandle.
If I push it any harder, the whole thing will blow.
104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
Good evening, this is Joanna on ESPN Northwest Florida with Tuesday's weather forecast. A likelihood of thunderstorms and light showers tonight with a low near 78 and a wind 10 to 15 miles per hour. Very light rain and a possibility of thunderstorms tomorrow morning and a temperature of 83. About the same in the afternoon and evening around 85 with a chance of thunderstorms and mostly clouds. Likely thunderstorms Thursday and quite warm around 84. This forecast is brought to you by Earthworks of Northwest Florida. Thank you for listening to ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
You've been low-key thinking about dropping a podcast. Well, now is the time to start, brah. Sports, politics, finance, science, health, real estate, music, interviews, surfing, conspiracy theories, or alien abductions. Ready to main character your own content? We can make it happen with Turnkey Podcast Productions from 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. Our local, modern, state-of-the-art multimedia recording studio is now available for booking, starting at just $100 an episode. Take your fandom to the next level. For more information, text the keyword studio to 850-215-6290. Text studio to 850-215-6290. Text studio 215-6290 or jam over to espnpc.com. Bruh.
The Atlanta Braves are on a mission, and night after night, they're making their case as one of the best teams in baseball.
3-2 to Drake. And he swings and hits a missile to deep right field to the chop house and out of here.
Tonight, the Braves open up a big home series at Truist Park as the San Francisco Giants come to Atlanta for a National League showdown.
Coverage coming up at 6, first pitch 6:15 on your home for the Atlanta Braves on the Gulf Coast. ESPN Northwest Florida.
Call in with your questions, hot takes, and rants at 850-215-6290.
Now, I'm sure that most of you have used a dial telephone before.
The Sports Talk Monster.
ESPN Northwest Florida.
Come back to the Sports Blitz.
Welcome back. You're listening to the Sports Blitz with Paul Wilson right here at 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. We're so glad you joined us on this rainy day in Panama City Beach. You can be a part of this show by calling 850-215-6290 is the way you do that. You can also text us. You can also write us on Facebook, which is what Michael Fields did. And he said, I tried to give Jeff a maroon Virginia Tech shirt because he is colorblind and he wouldn't take one, Paul. It's not purple, Jeff. So there you go.
It's not even a maroon. It's like a...
he called it something. I remember when he called in. He called it something. It's like
dark red with a little purple mixed in. It's kind of... But the it's not the color. The color is bad. But I don't like it's the color. With orange.
It's like brown purple. The color's like brown purple.
It might have a hint of brown in there.
It looks like it's brown purple.
But the fact that it's with orange just makes it way worse.
Yeah, that orange.
It's bad.
Yeah. Is that the worst color scheme in college football?
Yes, absolutely. 100%.
Wow.
You name anything that's closer. I mean, FAMU. The Rattlers.
Yeah, that's pretty
bad.
bad.
Florida A&M.
Yeah.
They're like that bright green and a bright orange.
Together.
And they're definitely in the conversation. I'd say they're worst three easily.
Yeah.
That's a bad one.
Yeah, that is a bad one. I was trying to think of somebody else that was really like just a bad color
Well,
scheme.
do you like Wyoming Cowboys? They're a brown and a yellow.
Yeah.
That's not great.
Yeah, that's not
great at all.
But it kind of does have like a little bit of coolness, kind of like what the Padres have. You know, when you think about the San Diego Padres, they have that brown with that yellow. It kind of comes across. Yeah, I know, but it's definitely not like the old Astros jerseys. They look like, it was like whatever, orange all the way.
It's like a child had made that.
Yeah,
that was awful.
Which you were a fan of. So.
What about TCU? They're
purple and black and white.
Yeah, I don't know. They're all like all over the place, but they definitely have purple. Yeah. It's the worst team with purple in it.
Who's the worst in the SEC?
Not Vanderbilt.
Missouri?
I really don't like the shade that the Gamecocks have either. The shade of red is the worst red there is in the conference, easily.
Yeah, the Gamecocks. Yeah.
Who is the worst?
I'm about to say Missouri. I don't like Missouri because Missouri's like
Black
I want
and yellow.
Missouri's like I kind of want to be like Michigan, but I'm not. You know what I mean?
But what color is a tiger? It's yellow and black stripes.
Yeah.
So for their mascot purposes, they do have the right colors.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have to go with Vanderbilt, I guess.
Yeah. And then what about the Big Ten?
Oh God.
Because we know the ACC is Virginia Tech. So now the Big Ten, we can't leave them out. We don't want Buckeye Don calling back, getting upset.
I'm going through. Illinois got that awful orange that they have. It's not a good orange at all.
I already know.
It's really not.
I'm going to tell them, and you're going to be like, yes, you're right. It's got to be Minnesota. Come on. It's Minnesota.
Oh, yes, it is. You're right.
Minnesota.
Golden Gophers. Yeah.
The Golden Gophers
That's
is
the easy
Golden
one.
Uglies.
Yeah.
The
That's
Golden
easily.
Uglies.
Maryland, people hate on that flag helmet.
Yeah.
But I kind of like it.
It's
I kind
all
of
right.
think it's a Maryland thing.
It's cool. Yeah, it's kind of cool.
Okay.
But definitely, so here's our three for those three conferences. The SEC, Vanderbilt, we'll agree to that one.
Minnesota Gophers.
Minnesota for the Big Ten, and then definitely Virginia Tech for the ACC.
ACC. And then the Big 12.
I don't even know how many. I mean, who's in the Big 12?
The
anyway?
TCU is definitely in the running.
Because that purple with on white, like the purple jersey with the
Yeah.
white pants.
Yeah. I mean, at least
okay.
at least Kansas State has the silver going with the purple.
Yeah, it looks pretty. Okay.
Iowa State doesn't have great colors either.
I'm going to go with Iowa State. Yeah.
Iowa State.
Yeah, I don't like Iowa State. Yeah. So there you go. All right, so let's get into the Brendan Sorsby saga.
Debacle.
Yeah.
It's a debacle.
It is. It is. But are you happy, though, that they got it right? Because that's the biggest part of it all. Did they get it right? And are you happy with the discussion that now he stepped away, Texas Tech stepped away, and it's not going to state court again where the AG is going to sue the Big 12 for basically blackballing Texas Tech?
Okay.
Because Georgia and all the other schools that had come out against playing them in any sport, which is huge for their programs.
I don't understand your use of the word they. Who's the they? They got it right. Who's the they?
Sorsby and Texas Tech. That they got out of their own way.
They weren't even like together. Let's just put it like that. They're like ex-boyfriend, ex-girlfriend that didn't hate each other is what they were. Sorsby is the only one that eventually got this right. And do you know what happened hours before?
You don't think Texas Tech had a conversation with Sorsby and his lawyers and be like, hey, man, you're putting us in a bad situation. We'll give you this amount of money, but you got to step away.
No.
I
don't think it was a payoff.
See, I do. I do.
Okay.
Why don't you think it's a payoff? I do, because how else this guy's wanting to – he's not guaranteed any kind of money to the NFL. I mean, this guy was you let us know what his stats were. You were 45 ranked passer in all of college football.
Yeah.
Right. So, I mean, come on.
48th in yards, 100 and something another in completion percentage. Yeah, he was not top tier. And they had all the trust in him. So, but anyway, yeah, Sorsby is the only one that got everybody off the hook because the Big 12 had just sued.
Yeah, it was going to go to court. Everybody knew it. And then all of these schools that were not going to play, the Big 12 was going to sue them. And then their schools were going to sue back. And then the states were going to step in.
And
it
Oklahoma's attorney general was suing the school and Texas AG also. So we had two attorney generals from states that were getting involved. And eventually, Sorsby's the only one that let everybody off the hook and
dodged the bullet.
Yeah, dodged the bullet. And the supplemental draft is not what it used to be because there used to be multiple people that were involved in.
Give us the rundown on the supplemental draft. Like, tell us how it starts and who it's for and all that. Because I know it's for only specific teams. It's not for everybody.
No, actually, it is for everybody. Everybody has a chance at getting somebody out of the supplemental draft. And the last time that somebody had applied to be in the supplemental draft was 2023, and nobody was selected. Because if you are going to have a pick in the supplemental draft, you have to have what's called a bid process, and you have to give up a pick in next year's draft. So, in other words, there's 3 lotteries going on. If you won 6 or less games, you have like a ping pong lottery.
Right. Okay,
and
I saw that.
And then they have a draft order. So the Saints, who went 6-11, and everybody who's worse than the Saints and the Chiefs, because I believe they also went 6-11, they're all in that lottery. And then they're, 1 through 12 or something like that?
Yeah.
And then 13 through 23 or something like that are the people who won 7 games or more but didn't make the playoffs.
Right, that's right. That's what I'm reading.
And then the last lottery is all the playoff teams.
All the playoff teams.
And so you're in a ping pong chance, and the order is all to what ping pong gets pulled or whatever. So anyway, you basically, it's like a bidding war.
Yeah.
And the last time that we had a supplemental draft was 2019, where somebody actually was picked. Because in 23, nobody wanted the people in the supplemental draft.
Wow.
So nobody gave up a following next year's pick.
And so this doesn't always happen. Everybody's like, supplemental draft. No, it doesn't always happen.
But it used to.
It used to.
It used to back in the days.
Well, and you think about it, let me tell you some of the names that have been drafted in the supplemental draft.
Yeah.
Chris Carter.
Yeah.
Bernie Kosar.
Yes. See, back in the days.
Josh Gordon.
Yeah.
Terrell Pryor.
So Terrell Pryor is the last quarterback that's been taken in a supplemental draft.
Yeah.
The last time. So this will be
kind of.
Do you think somebody's going to give up a 6th-round draft pick for this guy?
Not the same circumstance, but definitely some problems.
Oh, tattoos?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
That's when Terrell Pryor went into the supplemental draft because they were found guilty of selling their tattoo or selling their memorabilia for tattoos.
Shirts. And we're not saying jerseys. We're saying it was all kind of stuff.
Yeah,
Shirts
they were signing
and
stuff.
Signatures.
Yep, they were signing stuff. So.
Yeah. So
that's the question.
Lots changed since then. They're getting paid now.
Yeah. So the question is now. So you feel like they got it right, or somebody
Sorsby
did.
let everybody off the hook, is what happened.
Yeah. So now we're good, right? That won't be a part of the story anymore of college football. The only thing they'll bring up is how bad Texas Tech's going to be based off of because we didn't get our quarterback, right?
Yeah.
I mean, he almost went to Indiana.
Yeah.
He almost went to Indiana.
Wow.
Indiana, he went on a visit to Indiana.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think would have been crazy if he would have been at Indiana?
Wow.
Signetti.
How would the Big Ten react?
How would have Signetti reacted? That's who I want to know. Mr. Straight Lace, Mr. We don't. You're telling me, Kirk Signetti, that you didn't do your homework on Brandon Sorsby, that you didn't know he had a gambling problem? I thought you were Mr. Everything. I thought you were the guy we putting on 2026 college football, EA Sports. I mean, this guy, everybody talks about how great. He didn't know about this? Did they keep all of this from him, or did he know?
I don't know, man. I don't think he did. He's not all-knowing.
You're giving him the benefit of the doubt.
I am giving him the benefit of the doubt.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this. When you look at Brendan Sorsby, knowing what he is, do you think anybody's going to give him a shot?
I think the problem is the NFL have a lot of quarterbacks right now, and they're kind of sitting in place, and they've returned to camp, a lot of them.
Yeah, even Jacoby Brissett's returning.
Yeah. Where is he? Where would he go?
Who's
would you give up if you're running a team? Would you give up a 6th-round pick for next year to just try him out this year? A 6th-round pick, because I don't see a 3rd or 4th rounder being given up for this guy.
Well, you gotta you gotta look at everybody that has a quarterback. Like look at all of the teams. Look at all of the teams and their quarterback position. I mean, when you look at the quarterbacks that were taken this year, you got Ty Simpson, Carson Beck, Fernando Mendoza.
Yeah.
Like those 3 guys are going to be backups, or at least looks like they're going to be a backup or a starter.
Yeah.
Then you got like what's going on in Minnesota. You got Seattle Seahawks coming back from a championship. The Saints have got their guy. The Dolphins got their guy. The Packers got their guy. The Bears have got their guy. The Browns have got 2 guys. You see what I mean? Like, I mean, Kansas City's got their guy.
So do you think that the most logical thing that could happen is, because I'm saying Jets.
Atlanta's got they got two guys.
I'm saying the Jets would give up a 7th rounder for him because nobody else wants him.
So Geno is there. Who's the backup to Geno?
Oh, Russell's gone.
Okay.
Russell Wilson.
Okay, so
he retired.
So you would give up a 6th-round pick?
No,
to
I'd give up a
him?
7th-round pick because you know why? There's no use in putting a 6th round up because nobody else wants him.
Okay, so you go to the bottom of the barrel.
Yes, bottom of the barrel.
So what about the Bengals?
No, I don't know about
Coming
that.
out of Cincinnati.
Yeah. I'll tell you where he's not going. He ain't going to Vegas.
No.
I'll put money on that.
Yeah, well, Kirk Cousins.
I'll put his money on.
Yeah, there's a lot of places he's not going. You can't think he's going. He's not going to anywhere, any of the teams that made the playoffs. That's number one. Number two, you got to know that anybody that's got a second-year quarterback coming in, you got the Titans with Cam.
Yeah.
You got Tyler Schultz with the Saints.
Bears he's a 3rd year.
Yep. Penix.
Caleb Williams.
You got Penix to be a second year to start unless Tua takes over.
Yeah.
The Panthers have got Bryce Young. The Eagles have got Jalen Hurts.
Jaden Daniels.
Jaden Daniels with Washington.
He's 3rd year.
I'm just going to say this. What if the teams don't want him because of his gambling? What if they don't really believe he stopped gambling?
Yeah.
I mean, because we're not. I mean, is he going to do a? Is he going to do a pro day? Is he going to? How are they going to look at him?
He admitted to it, but he didn't apologize. Is what I'm thinking he did.
Yeah.
I didn't hear an apology.
He didn't call you?
No, he didn't call me.
He didn't call Jeff to apologize.
No. I just wanted some bets,
Did he win? That's the question. Is he a winner?
Well, not overall.
Yeah. Well, all I know is if I was in charge of an NFL team, which I am not, I would not go after Brandon Sorsby. I didn't want him for Alabama, so I didn't want him on my college team.
So maybe another day we'll talk about the 2 bills that are in Congress.
We can talk about it right after the break. I'm going to go ahead and tell you where you need to go. You get ready to move, you need to go to Do Play. It is a designed place where kids can have fun. They can get out of the summer heat. They can get out of the rain. They can go in. There's turf fields. There's basketball courts. There is volleyball courts. It's open play. I've been stopped by so many people at the ballpark talking about going to Do Play's camps. They've got baseball camps. They've got soccer camps. They got flag football camps. They got STEM camps. They got all these camps going on. And guess what? It's only $100 for the whole week. And that's 2.5 hours a day for $100 a week. That is so – I'm throwing my pens everywhere. I'm just so excited about it.
And is it indoor?
It's
'Cause
indoor.
It's a rainy day.
It's a rainy day. You need to get your kid to a camp. Growing up, we didn't have camps. We just had to go outside and play, right? Your mom gave you a bottle of water and said, get outside and play. Don't come back in until lunch. Now you can go there. It's air conditioned. They got food. They got drinks. They got all the stuff to play with. Your friends are going to be there. It's a great way to make friends and really develop social skills. So go send them to Do Play. You can look them up online and register for their camps at doplayonline.com. Or you can go to their Facebook page, and that's Do Play on Facebook. When we come back, we're going to discuss some of these other things that Jeffrey's got on tap for what's going on in Congress. You're listening to the Sports Blitz with Paul Wilson right here at 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. Real local winners.
Nikki, you just won the Lone Star Daily Double Boil.
Oh, awesome. Thanks.
You just won $50 to the Lone Star Boil House in downtown Panama City. Are you ready to eat like a local?
I sure am.
Are you ready to crush some delicious boiled seafood?
Oh, yeah. Thank you so much.
Keep listening to Win on the Gulf Coast. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
Discover the new Kia. Stop by Bill Bird Kia today and test drive the all-new 2026 Kia, where comfort, safety, and technology come together like never before. Explore the new 2026 SUV family that moves you and drive away in a new 2026 Seltos, Sportage, or Sorento that are built to inspire every journey. Craving performance? Feel the thrill in the luxurious 2026 Kia K5 sedan, crafted for power, style, and you. And for innovation that sparks excitement, check out the 2026 all-electric Kia EV9, a modern masterpiece that's fast-charging, rugged, and roomy. Bill Bird Kia is the original 20-year, 200,000-mile warranty. It's the peace of mind that you can trust. Visit us at 2435 East 15th Street, Panama City, or online at BillBirdKia.PanamaCity.com. Bill Bird Kia, your local community dealer. The 20-year, 200,000-mile warranty is a Bill Bird Kia warranty. See dealer for details.
To get your boat running today without the dealership wait, it's Florida Main's Marine Service and Consulting. No more hauling the boat to the dealership. For a faster, smoother, and hassle-free boat service, they come to the dock or the driveway. Florida Main's Marine Service and Consulting. From Santa Rosa to Panama City to Apalachicola. Quick response to inquiries and competitive rates. Get your boat running today. Call Florida Main's Marine Service and Consulting. 850-851-4134. 850-851-4134.
The Atlanta Braves are on a mission, and night after night they're making their case as one of the best teams in baseball.
3-2 to Drake. And he swings and hits a missile to deep right field to the chop house and out of here.
Tonight, the Braves open up a big home series at Truist Park as the San Francisco Giants come to Atlanta for a National League showdown.
Coverage coming up at 6, first pitch 6:15 on your home for the Atlanta Braves on the Gulf Coast. ESPN Northwest Florida.
Climb into our TM and jump into the chat. The Sports Blitz with Paul Wilson is live on Facebook. Interact with Paul and other sports fanatics. Now, 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
We are back live and local right here at 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida, your spot for the Atlanta Braves. Don't forget the Braves tonight take on those San Francisco Giants. 6 o'clock is the coverage time. 6:15 is the first pitch right here at 104.3 ESPN. Don't forget the Braves are brought to you by Bill Bird Kia, PCB Hobby, Brock Pest Control, Cito, and also 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. That's right. We want you to have the Braves right here because we know that TBS doesn't want you to have them, but we do. Going to go to our Facebook page real quick. Glenda Thompson said, it's Texas. That gross brown is the worst color scheme. That orange brown.
Burnt orange.
Yeah, but she said brown.
Yeah.
It's kind of a brown, huh?
Well, Texas A&M's red. It's like a burgundy red. That's pretty bad.
Yeah,
also.
But that's kind of like Oklahoma and Alabama. I mean, Texas A&M,
No.
Alabama.
Oklahoma and Alabama have a bright red. It's a lot better than any maroon that has anybody else.
It's
going.
better, but it's in the same color scheme is what I'm saying.
Nah, it's not even
but,
the palette.
I mean, it's brown, orange and brown kind of mixed together to make a bleh, right?
Yeah.
All right, so what you got?
Okay, so the NFL and the NFL Union and the NBA Players Association have on Tuesday sent statements to to Congress supporting the Protect College Sports Act. And, and lauding specific provisions in that it includes, while also also encouraging further negotiations during the legislative process. The NFL voiced its support for the voluntary pooling of media rights under the Sports Broadcasting Act, which is something the SEC and the Big Ten are against. You know why?
Why?
Because they don't want to pool all the money they're making.
No, they want to make the money themselves.
Exactly. So other people are butting heads into the NCAA and all the schools and all the conferences business.
And do you think that it's because these conglomerates that they're getting these other people to chime in to help their cause because they're wanting to split the money? They're not wanting all these schools to be heavily populated with all the dough. Hence, that's why they always win the championships.
Well, also, you got to think about it. What's keeping people from going through the draft? The fact that they're getting paid in college.
That's right.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
So the NFL is in direct competition with the NCAA and all these colleges.
Right.
For
A
products.
player. Yeah.
Players are products in this
Right.
whole scenario of the business. So what they're trying to do is they're trying to weaken the big dogs and the big money.
Yes.
And then so let's say, outside of the big four conferences, let's say you have a MAC team like Buffalo. They're going to make more money because the money's being pooled together. And that means less money for Michigan and Ohio State and Alabama and Georgia and Texas and all that to be able to afford keeping the players in college.
Yeah.
Instead, they're going to go to the pros.
Yeah. And you think that's why they're doing it, so they can get more people to the pros rather than having everybody stay in college longer.
They're weakening the product.
Wow.
It's a squeeze play.
And that's the NBA and the NFL doing this.
Yes, both. Well, both unions and then the NFL, but not officially the NBA, just the Players Association.
So they're trying to keep the money higher so that
they're spreading
leave.
out the college money to all the schools because
So
the
that-
media rights money.
So that they'll shoot them to the pros so they can't pay them so much.
Yes. So then that will flatten the mountain that they made out of money that they can make per year, like $4 million a year.
5, 7, yeah.
Yeah. So a player like Underwood, who's a quarterback for Michigan, right?
Yeah.
He can't make $5 million or $6 million or whatever million a year
Due to that.
because they're going to have to pool it, and then they don't have as much money to spend.
So, all right. So, with that being said, Steve Sarkisian has spoken, and he said this today or last night, actually. He was talking, just out about talking. Got some questions that he answered, and this is his words. And I want you to respond to this. I wouldn't be surprised about Arch Manning staying. Arch loves college, and he's got some pretty good NIL stuff going for himself right now.
Yeah.
So Sarkisian thinks that there's a chance that Arch Manning stays another year, not just this year, but another year. Now, the Manning conglomerate, let's just call it that, the Manning family, they have enough money. Arch will never have to work a regular job in his life.
Okay, your money is not your brother's money.
I'm just telling you right now, when you have the kind of money that Archie, Peyton, Eli, and Cooper have, their kids will not have to work a regular job. You will not see Arch Manning's kids or Arch Manning working at Chick-fil-A over the summer trying to make extra money at or Marshall or any of the Peyton's kids or none of those guys.
Yeah.
All right. So he's got enough money. Would that be a shocker to you? That's the first question because I got a follow-up. Because it wouldn't surprise me because he's got enough money. I think he wants to win a championship. I think he wants to shake the Manning name as far as if he has a good year but not a great year, he'll be the first pick in the draft or at least top 5. And I think he doesn't want – because he listens to social media. He knows what people are saying. Oh, you wouldn't get this if Manning wasn't on the name on your back.
Yeah.
I think he's trying to step out on his own way. And he's doing something that nobody's ever done because he's making more money than anybody's ever made in college that we know of.
And Peyton stayed for a senior year.
Peyton stayed for a senior year. Eli did not.
But what reminds me of more of is Matt Leinart coming back his 4th year at USC.
Or Tim Tebow. But after Tebow had won a championship, after Leinart had won a championship, they both came back.
No. Tebow won it his 4th year. He won it his 2nd year, but he was a backup to the other quarterback.
Chris Leak.
Chris Leak, yeah. So he'd won one in sophomore year, but he wasn't a starter.
He didn't win his senior year when he came back.
Really?
Tim Tebow did not win his national title when he came back.
Wow. So that was Bama in 09.
Yes.
Okay. Wow.
All right. Well, listen.
So wait for a second. Leinart was king of the campus at USC.
Yeah.
He was a superstar.
And he was getting paid, let's just be honest.
Yeah, he was. Reggie Bush was
too.
He admitted to it.
Yeah, so they all were.
So he was king of the campus in L.A.
Yeah.
At USC. Arch is probably the same way at Texas. He's the big name. Name me another player who's bigger than him.
Nobody.
Nobody.
Nobody's bigger than Arch Manning. Everybody that even is close to following college football knows Arch Manning.
Yeah.
And the expectation is high.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You think Steve Sarkisian is probably saying, hey, you need to stay. I want you to stay.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So, that's what they do. Secondary question about this. Does it have anything to do with the fact that there's a big chance that he doesn't want to go to the Jets?
Wait, are you talking about Arch?
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, shoot. We're so far away from that. We don't know what's going to happen this next year. Are the Jets going to win 4 games or are they going to win 7 games?
No.
Can't tell.
What? 7?
What? You think they're finishing last?
Yes.
Have you seen what the Dolphins been doing?
They've already got a quarterback.
It doesn't matter. They have no players. They have no
Exactly.
5 stars.
They'll go after Jeremiah Smith to the number 1 pick instead of going after Arch Manning.
Wow.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Because that doesn't make any sense. If the Dolphins drafted Arch Manning after signing Malik Willis to a 4-year deal,
well,
they can't throw it to each other.
What if Malik is a bust?
1 year, you can't say somebody's a bust.
True.
But I'm just saying, the Dolphins are probably going to, if they are the last team in the NFL and they get the first pick, they're probably going after Jeremiah Smith.
Wow.
So then that leaves the Jets or the Browns going after Arch Manning. Where would you rather go? Would you rather go to Cleveland or would you rather go to New York?
Neither.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Do you think it had any bearing? Do you think him staying or going has any bearing on that?
Well, what's 1 year from another year? Because those are 2 basement teams that are always there anyway.
Well, there's going to be a whole lot of there'll be a whole lot of different shakeups. We'll figure out what Minnesota's going to do. We'll figure out what Tampa Bay's going to do. We'll figure out what Carolina's going to do. We'll figure out whether
Vegas, Arizona.
Now, Vegas will be fine. Arizona will be in the running.
Yeah.
The other team that could possibly be in the running as well,
Colts,
is the Colts. Yes. So, I mean, there's a whole different ball game for that following year. You'll already know what Cleveland's going to do.
Mm-hmm.
The Jets, they're just panning the time just to get to this draft because it's so quarterback heavy.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, you got to think the kid from Oregon is still going to be in this draft.
Yeah.
I mean, so it's not a bad draft if you get the second best quarterback. If Arch is the first, we're already assuming that he is just because of what he has looked like in spurts. But I really think that it's probably has to do with that. If the Jets have the first pick, I'm gonna go ahead and say it. Arch Manning will stay another year in college, and and then take his chances on maybe getting drafted for somebody else, because that's what they did with Eli. Eli didn't want to go to San Diego.
So the marquee win for Texas last year, was it Oklahoma, Vanderbilt, or Texas A&M?
Oklahoma.
That's all they had.
Yeah. But when you play your rival and you beat your rival, they had the golden cowboy hat. I mean, that's what matters,
Texas A&M was undefeated.
They were. Do you think that Texas could have won a playoff game last year? Because they were hot at the end of the year.
Yeah, they were definitely getting better. I mean, look, Texas A&M, didn't they play to Miami to 3 points?
Yeah. And they beat Texas.
So I'm going to say, Texas could have won a playoff game last year.
Yeah.
Against who?
Miami.
They wouldn't have been playing James Madison or Tulane because they weren't that high.
Yeah. It could have beat Miami. Never know. I don't know. Wow. Arch Manning outside the pocket, running around against Bain
for
and
his
Mesidor. We made it to the end, guys. We will see you tomorrow. Thanks for listening to the Sports Blitz with Paul Wilson. Have a great night. Be careful out there. It's wet.
Are you tired of little radio stations with little signals that drop off at the edge of town?
He did say...
Well, bless their hearts. This is the most powerful